you would see far more players in the changing room these days putting makeup on before a match, which like blows my mind, because growing up, like, why would you put makeup on to go and sweat? And I was always like, that's wild, like, look at them putting makeup on. And now I did. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm a bit older now as well, so like I feel like sometimes you need it, but there is an element of like, oh well, like, you know, the TV camera's going to be there. Do you know the?
What if you get player of the match?
What if you get player of the match?
But we
Or
like, we don't have to worry about that.
sure, yeah.
Actually, you swept up the other week.
Yeah, and then I did have a bit of makeup on. But there is an element of like, oh, you know, how am I going to look on that? Or they're taking professional photographs now. So, you know, do I want to look good in that photograph? Yeah, you do, because you probably do want to post it on your Instagram. And if your hair's all over the place or you're looking a bit pasty, you just don't look as good. Do you know, you've got fake tan. I mean, I would say half the team fake tans. I fake tan.
Yeah, I'm back on it.
Yeah. This is not a natural Irish colour.
What?
Really? Can you believe that?
Tennis Irish.
I do think there is a pressure around it, because it used to be so carefree just to be able to turn up, rock up, pop on your t-shirt and crack on, whereas now there is an element of like, oh, like, what's in now? Oh, the hair gel, you know, like, have to have my hair. There can't be a single hair in a place. Toothbrush, your little flyaways.
Slick your greys down.
Yeah, you gotta flick those edges.
Yeah, and it's the young ones that come through and actually nearly, you know, they're like, one of the girls at home is like, you know, 21, and we were preparing to play a match with Northern Ireland, and she was nearly laughing at me. She was like, oh, do you want me to touch up your edges? And I was like, do I need my edges touched? I've never felt so old. But then I went and bought one of those wee toothbrush brushes, and I've learned how to use it. But like, there is a pressure around, because like, well, actually she does look really good when she does that. And I do think that it's not necessarily a negative thing. Like, I think if you want to look good and you feel good, I do think you play better. Do you know? So I think it's grand. I think it's where it becomes forced upon you, or there's a judgment associated with it. That's when there's negative connotations. Do you know what I mean?
Like, we have players in our team that
don't bother
really much with their hair or their makeup,
and no one cares.
Or tanning. It's just take it as every person's very different.